here. We will pick our ferry boat up, filming the castaway over to the mainland, Chico Verde Lago. I'm chilling out back on the beach here over near the restaurant. Things are looking really good. Camping out on their field here with a bunch of cows at night. Due to the noise, we will be taking our ferry boat. We're going to film the big castaway cruising away from the island and the big volcanoes. It was a great stay, man. I thought it was pretty cool, man. We did like a month and 7 days, man. We're totally cruising around the island. The fresh fish on the island was really great. I never ate so much freshwater fish in my entire life. Let's just say that the castaway is getting off of the island finally. We've been on the island for a month and 7 days. It's been a really big cruise. It's been a real big adventure. There's been a lot of cool things to film, a lot of good data to look at here. Pretty happy about how everything went. There were some tough times and there were some really good times, but you gotta wager and even out the good with all the bad. Got a taxi and cruised on back to the border town of Peña Blanca. And immigration was kind of a pain in the butt trying to get back into Costa Rica. They wanted payoffs, which is, that's okay. It's all right. We've, cut our budget. We were doing it dirt cheap, sleeping on the beach for 1 month, rent-free, didn't have to get a hotel. That's dirt cheap. And we didn't have to pay off our security guard with the 2 dogs and the flashlight to watch our stuff to make sure we didn't get ambushed. Cemeterio, still drinking beer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our daily regiment here. Waking up in the morning, having the mate, cruising over to our favorite restaurant, pigging out, getting some more food. Then we're gonna cruise over to the pool, the Best Western Gringo Hotel. And we're gonna be filming the monsoon season. We'll be getting some spectacular sunsets here. Pulling off this whole mission ain't done until I'm back in Chicago here. Full circle. Point A, back to B. And there's been a lot of things that I can think of along the way quite dangerous about this mission. There's been a lot of crappy arrangements. And that's not what I want to talk about on film. It's kind of ironic that I do these daily dialogues. Instead of going to Chicago, I guess we're going to New York. Let us stay overnight in New York. I'm looking for something positive to happen. New York, kind of feeling like a whole new man. Lifted a big chunk discomfort off my head and face. Further get that down to a more manageable. Ladies in Liberia are saying WAPO. To translate WAPO to English, I don't really know. I'll find out. WAPO thing. How easy it's going to be getting over to the cemetery and drinking beer. They got a new boss there and I don't want to piss the guy off. A big machete. It'll do a really good job chopping up coconuts, to drink coconuts and eating coconut. Another piece of leather through it, and that you can wrap around your wrist so that your machete doesn't fall on the ground and it stays on your hand. Machetes are really dangerous. It's a real big knife. It's about 2 feet. I have a machete. It's not something that I wanted to fly on the plane, and I don't think it would be something that security would like to find. You know what, they let machetes on buses. Having the machete around, if I don't have enough coconuts to chop up, extra pound, it's an extra dangerous piece of luggage that I really don't need. It looks like we're all ready for the airport show. Hand our passport over with respect. Better accommodations with our plane flight. We got a lousy, crappy accommodations with our airline, and we'll be working on that. Curious to see what they have to say, and I'm real curious to see how good of a Cruising with Kenny airport show that we can pull off here. If we wind up in New York, I'm not too happy about that. Best of New York, the best that we can. It seems like my buddy, the little chihuahua, Toki, Dookie with the infected culo is still good at barking at anything. The bottom line is that we really need to get out of here. Sunsets. The one yesterday didn't even look real. It was like I was standing over big painted picture that was like bigger than life. It looks like drinking beer over at the cemetery is kind of, it's not working out as good as I thought it would be. So I'm showing up at the cemetery at my favorite grave spot. I'm drinking beer. I'm chilling out. All of a sudden, security shows up again. He was real nice. I was real polite about what was going on. I told the guy in Spanish I wasn't here to bother anything. Show me his machete, and he's armed. So, another form of corruption. And lo and behold, I've never ever met the family, and technically 8 months of hanging out at that specific grave site under the rainforest rubber tree. I've never met the family of the grave site, and lo and behold, the family shows up. So I explained to them in Spanish again. I guess they had a young family member die. Gave my condolences. They also explained that they need to put in another name on the gravesite. I'm not too happy about that. And we're going to find a new beer drinking area to chill out. I don't know how well we're going to do about this. I'm going to follow this river. There's a road that goes along a river. If we can get out to the mountain range, how far do we want to ride the mountain bike? I really don't want to get into an area that's poverty stricken. Don't want to be hanging out barking dogs that bark all day and all night. Don't want to be hanging out on a dusty, dirty road. I really don't know how this is going to work out. I've been having a hard time, even had a hard time last year, finding a nice, quiet beer drinking spot where no one would ask questions and no one would bother me. Let's talk about the Self-Marriage Club. I've heard about the Self-Marriage Club from Prairie Hometown Companion. After you have been single all the way, let's just say 52 years old, and you haven't had a lot of girlfriends and true real-life romantic episodes in your lifetime, eventually you get to the point where you're going to look in the mirror at yourself. You're going to realize that, you know what? Cruising with Kenny and myself, you're happier just being by yourself. However, you are ready to join in with, let's just say the opposite sex, if need be. It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I can't. The bottom line is that you don't love yourself. You can't be with somebody else. Gotta be fully satisfied with your accomplishments yourself. I feel like me, myself, and I, Cruising with Kenny, we feel very well accomplished. Their own personal self and an entire lifetime, and that are looking forward to accomplishing more towards the end of their life. I'm very proud of myself. Airport footage is good. Thumbs up on filming in the airport. I am a crazy genius. Original. I try to keep it all in chronological order. Biographical memory. It's not that easy. Our daily liter of beer, head on down that rocky gravel, dusty road, and also cross over what I call the dangerous bridge. We don't want any confrontations or anything to go wrong. The farting horse. Any type of farting animal, farting horse, farting pig, anything that is going to fart. Farting monkey, any type of animal that we can get on film that is going to fart. That I'll be working on it in the near future is, yes, farting animals. Airport food, it's not that great. We're going to the airport here, never knowing airport food to be really good. And we're going and we're heading towards some crappy arrangements here, and we're going to deal with the situation effectively. Walking into the brand new Liberia airport, it feels like you're walking into Disney World. Let's just say that me and the sloth flying to New York, JFK, is just another crappy arrangement. Me and the sloth immigration don't think they're gonna let the sloth in. Moral of the story is cheap plane flights mean crappy situations. Attempt to fly out of here tonight. Chicago and New York is not our home base. We're being pushed in a wheelchair over to baggage claim, and we're going to try to make some nice arrangements, because right now we're heading towards some more crappy arrangements, but at least we're getting transported. That's good. And that's good.
He's saying he got a connecting flight, but he don't have anything.
So it looks like the airport is closing at 12, and we're going for the handicapped issue here, a better service. Welcome back to the crappy arrangements. I just want you to know that so far New York hasn't been too friendly. Try to dump our luggage off on a connecting flight. Tomorrow might wind up homeless for the night. I'll try to talk to American Airlines, so I don't think they let people hang out and crash. Seems to me that we gotta take all our luggage, put it on a cab, and cruise over to LaGuardia Airport that's in New York. Since Cruising with Kenny booked the flight, it's all my fault. American Airlines here, they're closed. Can't be dumping our luggage, so we're spending the night 6 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's gonna wake me up, get my luggage towards the plane, and we can get back to home base. Stuck in my nighttime retainer here, and it looks like they're gonna check in my luggage at like 3:30 in the morning, so it's going to be definitely a red-eye night. It looks like there's going to be more crappy arrangements. The janitor comes by with the floor cleaning machine. It's bad. That's really bad. That means we're down to 0 accommodations. I really hate to say it, but sleeping at an airport is the worst place to sleep ever. That confirms our alarm clock. More crappy arrangements. All the flights are canceled to Chicago here. It doesn't look like we're getting out of here that easily, but American Airlines, they're gonna try. We're on our way. Sloth, my buddy, the Sloth, never made it. Let's just say that I had a real bad feeling about the whole issue right from the start. We've got a special guest star here and a special sneak preview, a dialogue.
Off the cuff here, then. So what's up with you? How come you got rerouted?
Crappy arrangements with the airline. I'm planning on never flying to New York ever again.
Period, huh? Yeah. So I was taken off from Newark, and now I'm in LaGuardia. That was about 7 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
And I'm flying to Chicago through Raleigh.
Right on.
And the lady here said that that was a good connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what good means to her, but I think if you look on a map, Raleigh isn't on the way to Chicago. 6 hours later, well, let's see. Yeah.
We have it. Oh, I'm going to get you the direct.
Okay.
You want to go on that one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's wide open. Here you go. Take this.
The oatmeal cookie made it through customs. The soya milk, it didn't. 8 ounces, they gave Mr. Soya Milk a real hard time. That was going to go good with the oatmeal cookie. So we'll see if we can get the oatmeal cookie on the plane. Going to Riley, see if there's any furthermore crappy arrangements waiting for us in Riley. Just for the record, Raleigh's not drinking yet, and Costa Rica is. Unfortunately, we got kicked out of first class. I tried to get first class. The guy showed up late. He saw me sitting in his seat, and right away, I knew that the jig's up. Chicago has been a hard egg to crack. Gear and luggage is on track. I think I got us in first